All right, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to Monday, a first double stream day of the week. A beautiful, lovely day here of the autumn. Well, even though it's not officially autumn yet, autumn is coming this week, right? Nice autumn weather we have here in Washington State. And I am very much looking forward to a big variety week full of streams. I hope you guys are too. I'm DSP, of course. And today is September 17th, 2018. Welcome, everybody. What's up? All right, so how's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Hopefully you're ready to come back and enjoy a fun, full week of new game streaming here. We've got a lot of variety this week. We've got a new game. We've got the return of my Q&A show, Ask the King. We've got ongoing playthroughs. We've got the conclusion of certain playthroughs. It should be a good week overall. And as you can hear, you may not have been around yesterday, no air conditioner anymore. It's now hit official autumn weather here in Washington State of the United States, which means it's much cooler and no more need for an air conditioner blaring on constantly. And this is a good thing because I will be not having this on now for September, October, November, December, January, February, March, and probably all the way into April. We won't have it again on until then. So at least, another 6-7 months of nice, cool air and a relaxing atmosphere in my office as I play games for this fall gaming season. I love this time of year. All the games that come out, okay? All the relaxing gameplay and the fun streams I get to share with you guys on a daily basis. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Speaking of which, let's get right into it. Let's talk about what you guys can expect on today's streams and for the rest of the week. So today, it's the continuation of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Okay, I played this game on Friday for about 4 hours. And, I had a few things to say about it. First of all, it definitely seems like this time around, they've totally changed the emphasis of their game. Last game, there was a ton of combat. It was mostly about sneaking around, getting behind people, trying to do stealth combat, running and gunning. I've played this game for 4 hours. There's only really been one segment with combat. So I don't know if that's just the focus. They really wanted to make this game more about tomb raiding, puzzle solving, etc. and open world exploration or whatever. I'm not sure. But that being said, it definitely seems like they've at least for the earlier hours of the game, have gone with a different focus, okay? Next 4 hours today, will it be more of the same? I don't know. We're going to find out. I will say this, the graphics are great. The graphics on the PlayStation 4 Pro are outstanding. Great detail. The game looks amazing for sure. On Friday's stream was also more chill, right? It was a pretty chill stream. It wasn't like there was too much over excitement going on, but it was good because it let me interact with you guys a lot during the course of Friday's stream. So maybe we can have another one of those fun kind of interactive streams today. I guess we'll find out. All right. Now later tonight, I will be resuming my Dragon Quest XI playthrough. That's the later stream around 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. 2 more hours of Dragon Quest tonight. I am absolutely loving that game. But I understand that JRPGs are not everyone's forte or not exactly in line with what everyone likes. I get that, all right? I do. I totally get that. And that's why I'm not making Dragon Quest a main focus of stuff every day. I don't want people to be burnt out on one kind of game. I don't want people to think that when they come here, they're constantly going to have to be seeing stuff that's boring. Even though I don't think JRPGs are boring. I don't. But I'm a variety streamer, and that's why I love being able to jump between different genres on the fly and be able to play a game like Dragon Quest XI at my own pace. All right, and be able to play it and balance it with everything else rather than it just be like, oh, I'm playing Dragon Quest for the next 2 weeks, and if you don't like it, tough, don't come by the streams, I don't want to do that. I want to have a good mix of content so that people are always able to come by and watch something that they enjoy, all right? So 2 hours of Dragon Quest tonight. I'm loving Dragon Quest, so hopefully you guys will check that out with me tonight. Tomorrow, we've got a new game. Tomorrow, we've got, of all things, a supposed horror game. Now, I say supposed because from what you see in these previews at E3 to what a game actually translates to sometimes can be very different. I mean, come on, remember the Order 1886, a game that by all intents and purposes looked like it was going to be a horror shooter, and then the game just ended up being a generic third-person shooter with tons of cutscenes and almost no gameplay. Well, this game is called Transference, all right? Transference. And if you don't know what Transference is, it's a game where apparently you're in some kind of a virtual reality kind of simulator, and not everything is as it seems. Like, apparently, you're not sure who you are or what's going on. It just seems like a thriller. And it actually has Elijah Wood in it. Elijah Wood, the actor who played Frodo in the Lord of the Rings movies, among many other things. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see a video game based with this kind of, you know, real actors in it, actual full motion video cutscenes blended in with horror gameplay. Okay? It seems interesting. I don't know how long it is. I don't know too much about it outside of that, but I do want to check it out. It just seems like something completely different, all right? So that'll be tomorrow's main stream, something completely different. We'll see what the hell it is. Tomorrow night, I'll be attempting to finish up Spider-Man. It looks like right now, I will only have about, you know, if I were just to do the story missions of the game, I could probably beat it within an hour. But I still have like 15 to 20 random crimes to solve in order to get the Platinum Trophy. So that's what Tuesday night will be. It'll be a mix between me trying to quickly get the Platinum, unlock the final outfit in the game, and then wrapping up the story of the game. Okay? So, Tuesday night, finally, after about a week and a half, the conclusion of Spider-Man, for those who've been following that playthrough. Hopefully you'll come back for that. Okay? And then, on Wednesday, we'll be coming back more than likely. Actually, now I'm forgetting what the hell the schedule for Wednesday was. I'm actually forgetting. Hold on. I made my own schedule last night, and I can't remember what the hell it is. That's pretty funny. Hold on. Okay, Wednesday is... Okay. Wednesday's either going to be more Transference, because I don't know how long the game is. Okay, so it'll be maybe another main stream of it. If not, then probably it'll be Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and then maybe I'll do some Transference at night. It all depends on how we like Transference on Tuesday. Okay, there you go. I completely forgot. I was on a brain fart. And then on Thursday is the return of Ask the King. This is my Q&A show that I do every other month. And you guys can ask your questions right now by posting up on the kingofhate.com forums. If you've got a burning question you'd like to have answered, or, you know, I review all of those that day and pick out the best ones for a fun Q&A stream show. So please head over, post them up. And Thursday, that'll be a fun first stream. And then it's Street Fighter V Thursday night. What will I do on Street Fighter V? Probably give G another chance. Just because I only had a chance to play with him for about maybe 90 minutes last week. And I didn't really get much going with him. But admittedly, he seems like a pretty weird character. He doesn't have many, if any, defensive options. I mean, he has no true reversal to get out of situations, which innately makes him worse. It seems like he's a character that needs to get kind of an offensive kind of thing going. And trapping characters, and then, you know, getting them into this groove of getting hit and dizzied and shit. Because it doesn't seem to me like, outside of that, once that flow is lost, he doesn't seem like he has very many defensive options. So, so that'll be Thursday night. And then on Friday, I'm not sure yet. You know, we're going to see how the week goes. Friday will be completely open for me. You know, we'll see. We'll see. You know, maybe it'll be more Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Maybe it'll be more Transference. I don't know. But we'll play it by ear, and we'll leave Friday open. That way we have a full day of doing whatever. Maybe it'll be more Dragon Quest, because I wouldn't have been able to play Dragon Quest since Monday then, right? Maybe it'll be a Dragon Quest stream. We'll see, okay? Okay. So that's a good week. You got Tomb Raider. You got Spider-Man. You got Street Fighter. You got a new game in Transference. You got Dragon Quest, Ask the King, a good variety week. Every stream something different, and therefore it should be interesting, right? Okay, very good. Alrighty then. Alright, so, that being said, guys, thank you very much. Last couple of months have been great here on stream. The streams have been absolutely outstanding. Attendance has been up. Contributions have been up. Everything's been up, okay? This is good. I'm very pleased with how streams have been going. This is also my 10th anniversary, and in fact, so last night, IGN, I believe it was, posted up on Twitter and said today is officially the 10th anniversary of when Star Wars The Force Unleashed was released. And they said, you know, what were you doing 10 years ago? Do you remember the game? And I'm like, of course I did. That was actually one of the games that I was playing during a time when I was re-immersing myself in console gaming culture, because I had been so heavily into Street Fighter for so long that I wanted to get back into console gaming. And I remember that year I played a ridiculous amount of great games, including Mass Effect, Grand Theft Auto 4, Tales of Vesperia, Lost Odyssey, and Infinite Undiscovery, among just a few RPGs that I played that year. But then I played The Force Unleashed when it came out, and even though I liked the game, there were one or two parts of the game that I felt really were just broken and didn't work right. And that was my first ever gameplay video. The first ever, okay, gameplay video that I had put out besides Street Fighter stuff, because I had gone to Street Fighter tournaments and recorded some stuff and uploaded it to my YouTube, but I had never actually done like a gameplay video before. And the thing is, I wasn't playing Force Unleashed, I think, when it was new. I believe that I'd been playing it around the end of the month, and then that first video that I had put out was actually on October 2nd. I actually looked it up. Someone linked me to it last night, and I looked it up, and it said, oh, it was actually October 2nd, 2008 was when I had uploaded that video. So, actually, my actual 10-year anniversary is going to be on October 2nd of this year, which I thought it was actually September, but it's not. It's October, okay? My official 10-year anniversary. So, pretty cool, right? So that's coming up. 10 years as a content creator is a pretty damned amazing thing. You know, I've outlasted many other people who've been here and done that and left. Of course, I've had to change and evolve. I used to just be a YouTuber, and then I had to change my style many different times to evolve into what I am today, more of an interactive streamer. But I'm still here, and I'm still having fun. And I just want to shout out and say thank you to everyone here who's been along for the 10-year ride. I'm looking forward to the 10-year retrospective anniversary event that I'm going to be doing soon. It's actually going to be the last week of September. I don't have an exact date yet, because I'm actually waiting to get some scheduling info in regards to Kat's schedule and everything, because our FYI, guys, just so you know, I've talked about this a couple times. I'll say it again, just so you guys are aware. Coming up, my schedule may be changing slightly. I don't mean the hours that I'm streaming, but what I mean is, you know how I have a day off on Saturday? That day might be changing to a different day of the week, which means that I will probably be here all day Saturdays streaming, but there may be another weekday when I'm not here, okay? So, FYI, my schedule may be shifting or shuffling around. It's not going to be a giant change. It's just, you know, the day off will change. And I'll let you know when I have more information on that. I may have more information on that later this week. We'll see. Okay? So, if and when information is available, I will make it available to you. But as of now, it's not. So, I'll let you know. Okay? Yeah. So, anyway, you know, thanks for 2 great months of streaming. This summer was really great, and this September so far has been really good. You guys have been coming by, enjoying all the new stuff. You know, in general, YouTube as well, my channel is doing better. I mean, revenue is not, but my channel is doing better when it comes to engagement, when it comes to subs, all that. Things are going good, so let's just keep it going. If we can keep stuff going the way it's been going, we're great, okay? So thank you, everyone. You know, literally no complaints or negativity for me today. I'm in a good mood, and everything's going swimmingly, so let's just keep it going this way, okay? Alrighty. Alright, guys, so let's now get to the plug segment. I know, groan, sigh, I know, I have to do plugs. You guys know this. I'll try to get through them quickly, but let's talk a little bit about, for those of you who are longtime viewers and fans, or maybe you're just a newcomer, and you enjoy my stuff. You like my streams, you like my videos on YouTube, and you like the fact that I'm here nearly every day putting out, you know, tons of content for you, and you want to see it continue. Well, there are many ways that you can support and ensure that, you know, I can keep doing this in the long term. Let's talk about some of those ways to go above and beyond. First, my Patreon, which you can check out at patreon.com/darksidephil. Your monthly pledges to my Patreon not only help me out, but earn you personal perks. So you get stuff back for your contributions, okay? One of the coolest perks, in my opinion, is the $5 level. If you pledge $5 or more, you will be nominating and voting on Halloween-themed horror games for an upcoming Horror Games Marathon that will happen at the end of October. And in addition, you'll be able to vote on the category of costume that I'll be wearing, because I will be dressing up for that event. So that's pretty cool. You got to pledge by the end of this month, but if you do, you get in on all that Halloween antics, all right? So please consider pledging to get in on all the fun Halloween stuff. All right. There's other perks as well. I'm not going to get too far into them, but I will say this. One of them is to get your questions answered on Ask the King. So this Thursday, when I do Ask the King, some people will be getting their questions answered for sure, guaranteed, because they pledged, okay? All right, so please consider pledging. Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil, and thanks to anyone who does. There's also my Teespring store where you can buy all kinds of fun DSPGaming and DarkSidePhil related merchandise, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, and mugs. Anything you get there helps me out, but you also get a very cool collectible, and I can personally attest to the quality of Teespring product because I own a bunch of them. So check it out. Teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Okay? Now, let's get down to the interesting stuff. The stuff for those of you who are live on stream, and maybe you'd like to get some interaction with me during today's Tomb Raider stream. Maybe you want to jump in and, get a cool thing, have me answer a question or read out a message or whatever. You can do that if you either cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel, or if you tip me today during today's stream. Any of those methods, and I will give you a shout out during the stream. Okay? However, just a few very basic criteria to follow. Please try to stay positive. Don't bring in negativity or insults for myself or other stream chatters or content creators. Let's just try to keep it very positive. Let's not bring up religion or politics. Those are topics that are going to derail the stream and get people arguing with each other, and we certainly don't want that, okay? Don't bring in, negative references to detractors or other negative memes about myself or other streamers. None of that is allowed. It's all listed, outlined in the rules. But please, let's just have a chill, fun experience. We all hang out, watch me playing games, sharing that live experience, joking about it, having fun, casual atmosphere. That's what we want here, okay? No drama, basically. All right? Very nice. Now, if you would like to go a step further and you'd like to get a fun animation to play, which, by the way, if you didn't notice, I got the wrong animations up. I just saw a Spider-Man animation play. So I will swap those animations quickly here on the fly as to what we do pre-stream. If you would like an animation to play on the stream, okay, and, what the hell? My keyboard is dropping inputs like crazy these days. I don't know. I think I might have to get a new wireless keyboard soon, because this thing is, starting to crap the bed, I think. But anyway, if you would like to get an animation to play in conjunction with your contribution, a cool, visual animation, not only getting the verbal shout out from me, but seeing something happen as well on stream, you could do that. There's 3 ways that you could qualify for that. You can either cheer 50 bits or more in a single cheer at once. You can subscribe to the channel and click on the share button that will show up after you subscribe. Or you could tip me $5 or more in a single tip. If you do any of those 3 things, a fun thank you animation will play. By the way, I now fixed the animation, so the more generic animation will be playing. And you'll get visual and then verbal recognition, because I'll still give you your shout out as well. Okay? Now also, as you guys can see, the stream stats leaderboard is up there on the top of the screen, which means if you are either the top cheerer or the top tipper for today, I'll get you up on that leaderboard for even extra recognition. And as you can see, we have a current sub count that I'll be updating periodically. We have dipped some subs in the last couple of days over the weekend. Not surprising. I wasn't here Saturday, and these are a ton of gifted subs, and a lot of these are gonna be expiring. However, in regard to that, first of all, I think I should once again give my daily thank you to Tutankhamun for gifting so many subscriptions. He was very, very generous to many people. In fact, I think he gifted over 600 subs or something crazy like that. So many of you right now have subscriptions thanks to Tutankhamun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, September, is now known as Subtember. It's a special event here on Twitch. What that means is that if you were gifted a subscription this month, you are able to renew that subscription and extend it for only $1. Now, you have to do this renewal during the month of September, which means you'd only have about, 13 days left this month to do it. If you wait till the 1st of October, it's going to go back to full price of $5 to renew. But you can renew any subscription for a single $1. Okay? So please consider it, especially if you've been enjoying all the fun on the streams. You've been enjoying the emotes. You've been enjoying the fact that you don't have to watch advertisements during my breaks. All those things are good benefits, right? So please consider renewing your subs by the end of the month. Just a big heads up there. All right, benefits you, benefits me. It's pretty cool. Alrighty then. Okay. So outside of all that, I honestly don't think there's anything else really to talk about. Plugs wise, I think we finished the plug segment. So I think that, man, now let's go ahead And let's do some shout-outs for those who have contributed in the last, day or so, and also on this stream this morning, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and give some credit to people who overnight have contributed, all right? First of all, we've got Golden Colts, who did a 329-bit cheer. Thank you very much to Golden Colts for the 329-bit contribution. I appreciate that. And then One Man's Journey cheered 25 bits and actually asked an interesting question. Here's what he asked. He says, Phil, with all the automation that's going on in the workplace in the next 20 years, there's going to be massive job losses. The concept of work itself will have to change. Do you think that being a content creator shields you from automation in the workplace? Well, that's an interesting question. What you really got to do to answer that question is you got to look at the kind of jobs that are being automated. All right? What kind of jobs are being automated? Let's take a look. Manufacturing, right? Factory-style jobs where there's a lot of repetition and a lot of what they would be considered unskilled work. This isn't work that you have to go to an academy or university, or you don't have to have a higher education to do that work. It's just literally grunt work, repetitive grunt work. Now, in the past, that work was pretty much consistent. It was dependable, and it was something you could build a career on because it was something that was always needed. But now we've got these robots that are being built to do that kind of work, okay? And you're absolutely right. There are entire industries that actually have changed, and you've seen entire industries of jobs go away in regards to automation. And it just happens as things change and improve, certain industries are affected. This is just a natural evolution, okay? At least in business. Now, you're talking about being a content creator on the internet, okay? Take a look at content creation. Look at what I've done for 10 years. First of all, how different this job has become. When I started off being a content creator, I was just someone who sat in front of a TV with a camera. Wasn't even an HD widescreen camera, so I had to have it crooked, pointed at my television to record my HD TV, doing on-the-fly, irreverent commentary over games. After a while, it got more serious where I bought better equipment, HD equipment, so I would have better quality visuals, and I played more and more games, and it went from just singular videos of random gameplay clips into full playthroughs. Then it evolved into doing detailed reviews and edited style video series for YouTube. Then over the years, it evolved to being direct capture and live streaming integration. And now, here we are so many years later, now I'm primarily just doing the streams and doing interactive streams rather than worrying about the YouTube shit, right? So that being said, just what I've done in the last 10 years has evolved and changed so much. That's number one, a reason why automation would never happen, okay? Number two, the reason that I think that a lot of people check me out is not because I am, for example, a high-level tournament player. I don't have a high skill level in most of the games that I play. People are watching because they like my personality. They like how I react to video games when I play them. They like interacting with me on a daily basis and hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different thing. It's not like, oh, we're just going to watch to see the top player play. You know, then you could get a robot and design the robot to play the game at a high level, right? What's that robot that plays chess and no human can beat it or whatever? See what I mean? But that's different than having someone who is someone that you tune into because you enjoy their personality or you enjoy just talking with them and hanging out with them and then seeing their reactions to games, you know, laughing at their fails, reveling in the silly moments that happen, glitches and stuff. We have that stuff all the time. And a robot's not going to find that stuff. An automated system is not going to do that kind of experience for you. You see what I mean? So, if you want to be honest here, the honest answer is, no, I don't feel that any kind of automation could ever become me or do what I do. Yes, could you have a robot do live streaming of games? Yes. Would the robot have any personality and or have any kind of interesting thing, you know, like I can put out on a daily basis? No, you need a human to do that, okay? Because people tune in for the human aspect of my streams, not just for high-quality gameplay, because most of the time, I'm not putting out high-quality gameplay. I mean, how many times did I die in the tutorial of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but it was friggin' funny, right? I think that's the point here. So, no, I'm not worried about automation. However, the flip side of this is, what if all the businesses that have to do with content creation become automated. We've already seen the horrors of YouTube going from a website where it was actually run by humans to a website that's mostly automated. And we've seen the horrendous, terrible trends that have happened. Advertisements being divvied out on racist and very politically charged videos that make people or advertisers not want to advertise on the website. Demonetization in mass droves of videos that literally have nothing wrong with them, but just because a shitty algorithm that's automated decided that your video needs to be demonetized. I mean, I could go on here. There's a million things wrong with YouTube because of automation, because they don't hire humans to review cases. And so, even though I don't think that automation would negatively affect me when it comes to my job of content creation, as no one's going to replace me, see what I mean? I do think that automation could screw up a lot of the things that we deal with on a daily basis, right? So, I guess we'll see in the future, but for no, I'm not really too worried about automation at this point, okay? All right, so now let's move on to people who contributed during today's stream, all right? So we start off with Donald, who did a 45-bit cheer, and he says, the new Mary Poppins Returns movie preview looks awesome. It's coming at Christmas. I did not see it. I was aware they were remaking Mary Poppins, but I didn't, I had no idea about the time frame. I don't even know who plays Mary Poppins, so it is what it is. Another Disney remake. How many movies will Disney remake, right? I don't know. Is this a new era for Mary Poppins? Is it a newly redesigned hip SJW Mary Poppins? I don't know. But, I mean, I would like it to be good, but I doubt I'm going to see it. I'm just saying. Alright, so shout out to Eternal Napalm, who did a 50-bit cheer. And he says, your Blackout mode gameplay has me strongly considering getting Black Ops 4. I'm still on the fence, but either way, I enjoyed your gameplay, and I'm looking forward to next month. Yeah, I not that I hate to say it, but I actually had lost almost all hope for Black Ops 4, actually, after I initially played the multiplayer beta in early August. I really just disliked it. It was just not good. I'm sorry, but that multiplayer is fucking shit. And the only people who are going to like that stuff are people who are Call of Duty heads, is what I call them. The people who come back every year and play Call of Duty no matter what, no matter how bad the game is. They come back and play it because this is their game. They play the game. They play with their friends. They try to rank up. They try to prestige right away. They watch streamers play the game. There's a tournament scene for it. This is like their thing, okay? It's their forte, so they're going to go with it no matter what. They're going to kiss its ass no matter what. And it's hilarious because I was watching highlights that people were putting on Twitter, and it was like, look how good this game is. And it's like some guy running around quick-scoping people on the map, like a million kills. And it's like, that's not good gameplay. That's shit. That's, that's a twitchy fucking garbage game. And it's like, oh, watch this. Oh, I threw out my fucking perk thing and electrified 14 dudes, and then we fucking dropped this and that. It's like, there's no gameplay. No one's actually running and like, treating the game like a first-person shooter. They're treating it like a gimmicky piece of shit game that it is. And, like, that's not a good game. I'm sorry. I hated the multiplayer in that beta, and I was like, man, this really sucks because I bought the game already. I actually pre-ordered the game in order to get that early access to the beta in August, thinking, oh, I'm going to give it a shot anyway, because usually Treyarch does a good job, and plus you're going to get zombies in this Blackout mode, so no matter what. And then I played that multiplayer beta, I was like, oh, shit, like, this could be a disaster. This could be $60 I could have well spent on any other game and got more out of it, because I hate this multiplayer, okay? But then, last week, the Blackout beta came out, and you guys know that for the last year, I've been delving into various Battle Royale games, including Fortnite, PUBG, and H1Z1. And every single game that I've played, I've won. It's not like, oh, Phil sucks at these games, he's terrible. I've actually gotten to the point where I could win matches in these games, all right? Not to say that I'm in love with them, but I've definitely delved into the fad that is Battle Royale, and I know a lot about it now. So then I played Blackout, and I was, like, blown away. I was like, this is actually good, because what they've done is they took the elements from these other companies that are, made these kind of indie-style Battle Royale games, but they basically put shine and polish on it to the point where it's actually fun and playable. For example, in games like PUBG or H1Z1 on console, when you go into a firefight, the frame rate will dip dramatically to the point where it's incredibly hard to even keep track of who you're shooting at or what you're doing. And that's not what you want in a competitive game. You want a game that has a consistent frame rate during combat. Well, Call of Duty's blackout mode does. At least on my PS4 Pro, it ran at pretty much a solid 50 to 60 frames per second at all times, and I was actually able to win firefights because the fucking thing didn't chop up and ruin the fire, right? You know, I could aim. I could see what was going on. Now, in addition to that, the map, at least the one map they had for the beta, was quite interesting because it took other multiplayer maps from other Black Ops games, Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, including zombie maps, and combined it into one giant map, which is pretty neat. You know, even having zombies on the map that if you kill waves of zombies, that you'll better weapons and stuff will unlock. I think that's really neat. They basically, what they did, they took the formula that already worked, they added in their AAA style quality gameplay, and then they added new stuff too. So, I mean, at least of all the Battle Royale games that I've played, definitely Blackout, in my opinion, right now is the best one. Okay? Now, what you got to understand, though, as I only played it a few times, there's potential that when it comes out, there could be balancing issues. There could be, you know, we don't know yet. But as for the beta, I loved it. So now, I kind of like completely had a flip of attitude when it came to Black Ops 4, because I was like, oh shit, I'm going to hate this game, and I already spent $60 on it, right? Now I'm actually like, wow, I actually cannot wait for Black Ops 4 to come out. This is going to be something that I'm going to be adding to my rotation as a Battle Royale game that I play all the time, right? Just like I was doing, remember last year with PUBG, how I played it like twice a week at nights, and it was a fun late night stream to do. And it was hilarious because there were people who literally would come by just to watch me play that, and then when I stopped doing Battle Royale consistently, they left. Like, I haven't seen a couple people who used to come by, they're like gone. They're only Battle Royale. Hey, I only watch Battle Royale stuff. Like, wow. Well, anyway, yeah, now I'm really looking forward to it. So, Eternal Napalm, I'm totally in the same boat as you. Like, I was not sold on this game. I was like, shit, I wasted my money. But now with the Blackout coming out, you know, Blackout mode, on the 12th, by the way, it's October 12th, so less than a month till Black Ops 4 comes out, I'm pumped. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. It's going to be one of the great things we're going to be doing in the month of September. Or excuse me, October. All right, shout out to Dooley. Dooley did a 100-bit cheer to become today's cheerleader. Let's get him up on the leaderboard here. Let's start getting people's names up on the leaderboard. Thank you, Dooley, for the cheer. And he says, have a good stream today, Phil. Thank you very much, Dooley. Good to see you on the stream as always. Shout out to Donald, who did another 55-bit cheer. Thank you, Donald. Oh my god, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Freddie Bosley cheered and said, Hedy Lamarr or Marilyn Monroe. I have no idea. I don't even know who Hedy Lamarr is. And I'm not one of those people who's like into celebrity and stuff. So like, I know some people are like so into, oh, Marilyn was this famous celebrity. And I've never seen her in a movie, nothing. So I can't judge anything like that. So the answer is, I don't know. I don't care. There you go. AES cheered and says, went back and watched some of your Hateful Truth reviews. Hopefully they'll come back one day. Great critiques. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. You know, and this is me being real, being honest with you guys. You know, YouTube has certainly changed over the years. And at one point, it was kind of like the Wild West, where you could basically go out there and do whatever you want, and people would watch it. You could do gameplay, raw gameplay. You could do edited gameplay. You could do a game review. You could do a skit. You could do a silly video of just reading people, you know, sending messages to your inbox on Xbox Live. Like, you could do whatever you want, and people would find it interesting and fun. And that was a really cool era for me because I could play any game. I could do whatever I wanted, right? But sadly, over the time, what happened was YouTube became oversaturated with content. YouTube became more about drama and negativity. And now what I find is that if I put out a negative video, if I put out a video that says, I'll give you an example. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the worst fucking game I've played in the last 10 years, and here's why. That video will get insane views. Insane views. Even if it's the stupidest video I've ever made and it's all bullshit, it will get crazy views. Because YouTube now is a website that focuses purely on negativity. There's no one going there for honest stuff anymore. They're going there for drama. They're going there for nasty shit. They just want to see, you know, gossip, slander, defamation. It's become a toxic, vile place for people like that. And that's the people who watch the content and make the money, basically, for the content creators, because the ad revenue, right? And so that's all anyone does. You know, you see that just stupid shit. So there was a time when I would do game reviews, And I would just title them The Hateful Truth Game Review. Boom, here's the game review. And it would get interesting. People would love it. They would say, Phil, you're so different from other game reviewers because you're independent and, you have an interesting frame of reference because you play so many damned video games in 1 year that you can compare the quality of one genre to another, the amount of content in one game to another, even if they aren't directly related games. And your reviews are some of the most honest on the internet, and we love them. And then it became, well, the only way that Phil can even get anyone to watch a review is if he's negative. And I don't want to do that. I'm a guy who's honest. I'm a guy who is going to tell you it like it is. So there was that year, if you remember, guys, 2016, when I was doing KO Gaming, and it was a channel that I really wanted to have just highly edited, highly quality content, and it went well. Like, I had a video that had 1 million views or whatever, but the videos that got views were the negative videos only. Like, I'm telling you, that video that got 1 million views, negative. All my coverage of No Man's Sky at launch, negative, right? All the videos that I made were negative, got tons of views, and made me money. Anything that I did that was positive basically got shuffled under the rug and no one cared about or watched, all right? And that's the stupid part about YouTube. I just hate that, right? And it came to the point, of course, then last year in 2017, we had the whole demonetization saga, where basically any edited video that I put out on KO Gaming would immediately become demonetized. And I had enough. I was like, I'm doing all this work, making these edited style videos. Sometimes what I would do is I would take 2-3 nights not doing streaming in order to edit a video. I would put it out, and the video would get only a few thousand views because it was a positive video, and then it would be demonetized anyway. And I was like, well, I can't survive like this anymore. I can't. I have to basically survive. And how am I going to survive? And what I saw, quite frankly, was that streaming, doing daily live gameplay streams, interacting with you guys during these streams, this is what was keeping people entertained. I was seeing exponential growth on Twitch while I was seeing stagnation on YouTube. And I was like, well, what's the point then? What is the point of me continuing to put so much time and effort into stuff on YouTube if YouTube, number one, isn't going to feature my content because it's not all negative. Number two, they're going to demonetize anything that I actually put time and effort into. And number three, I hate to say it, YouTube has become a toxic, vile community anyway. I mean, I disabled my comments a year ago. Actually, guys, it's been 1 year now since DSPGaming has had no comments enabled because I just couldn't put up with it. It was just disgusting shit to the point where the comments on my videos were actually becoming a detriment, and people who were actually longtime fans were telling me, Phil, please disable comments. We can't even take it anymore. Every time I click on your video, I look down. It's the most vile, disgusting stuff. It's insane that YouTube even allows this shit, but they do. Okay? So, all that being said, I know I haven't done any formal reviews in a while. Now, there's multiple reasons for that. Number one, it's because of all the reasons I've already mentioned. Number two, it's because since I'm now streaming so much, and streaming is basically my bread and butter, it's what pays the bills, me doing an edited style review would take time away from streaming, which means money out of my pockets. And I know if I put out a review that makes 5,000 views, that's not going to even make nearly anywhere as much money as if I had just done a 2 to 4 hour stream, right? So that's why I'm not really too concerned about it. Now, if I finish a new release and I just happen to have some extra time, okay, then on that stream, I'll on the fly do a review. Spider-Man, I'm going to finish that tomorrow night. If I finish it in 90 minutes and I have 20, 30 extra minutes, I'll do a verbal spoken word review at the end of the stream so that people know my thoughts on the game, okay? But I am not going to take time out away from doing productive streams and streaming, which is what you guys are here for, right? And that's what I'm good at, in order to do a review that is not going to benefit anything, I'm just being honest. If you want to know my true thoughts about a game, watch the playthroughs, or a lot of the times when the credits are rolling, I'll give you a summary of what I thought about that game. Those are the opportunities that you can take to find out my thoughts. You don't need to watch a formal review outside of that to know what I think about a game. Plus, by the way, guys, at the end of the year, I have Game of the Year awards. So, and listen, I can understand. I can definitely understand, okay, why some people are upset. Over the years, 10 years as a content creator, and I used to do reviews regularly. It was something fun that I would do. I would buy a game, bring it home and unbox it. That would be a video, a release day unboxing video, right? That would build hype for the playthrough. Then I would continuously play that game for 2-3 days till I finished it, and I'd get all those videos on YouTube right away. And as soon as I finished it, I would review the game. And that was what I was known for. That was my forte on YouTube. That's a bygone era, guys. It is. It's a bygone era. It's YouTube's fault for ruining their own business and their own website. You know, it's just not a sustainable business model anymore to do that. For me, it has to be daily interactive live streams, doing a variety of games to bring a variety of viewers to the channel on a daily basis, and making it about not only fun with games, but interactivity with you guys. Just sitting here reviewing a game just doesn't work anymore. And it's YouTube's fault for ruining their own business model. And, you know, there's no one else to blame. It's not you guys. It's not me. It's them. They automated the whole site. They turned it into a drama, toxic, infested garbage website. And that's the problem. So, you know, the hateful truth reviews will probably never come back. You know, if you want to know my opinion on a game, you got to watch the playthrough streams or the playthroughs on YouTube afterward. And if I have a chance to give my thoughts in the credits or do an on-the-fly review at the end of the game, great. Outside of that, you know, that's just how it goes. Okay? All right. Shout out to Mocking Jaybird, who did 102-bit cheer. So you're the cheerleader for today. Let's go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard. Mocking Jaybird. Thank you very much for that. And Mocking Jaybird says the following. I'm new to your streams. I really enjoy them. I'm not sure why you get so much hate. Well, the thing is, the hate group against me is such a fucking rabbit hole of just stupid shit that an actual intelligent, logical person would never fall into that and believe any of it. The problem is the people that like that shit are the same people who are watching the drama videos on everyone else, the same people who made TMZ a multi-million-dollar business. These are people who, they just want to believe in negative shit and drama for the sake of it. They're basically immature people, and they love bringing down others, you know. And I'm sure they all have various reasons why. Some of them legitimately don't like me. Some of them just like bringing down others because it makes them feel better about themselves. Some of them are just nuts. But, you know, there's all various reasons. The truth of the matter is that most of the stuff they say may be based on a small nugget of truth, but is grossly over-exaggerated. You'll come by a stream and watch me play a game and say, I just watched a 4 or 5 hour stream of Phil and I didn't see any drama. I didn't see any kind of controversy. Yeah, he died a bunch in the game and raged a little bit, but outside of that, it was actually a fun, chill stream. A lot of people had fun. What's the big deal? And that's what most people say. But then you'll have the assholes who will go and spam negative stuff about me everywhere. Just crazy, insane stuff that's not even true. I still get people saying crazy stuff from my past. I'm a racist. I'm a pedophile. I'm this. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Do you have any actual empirical proof? Oh, well, here's a one out of context joke from a video from 2009. Like, what? But people believe it because they want to. Like, there's a certain kind of person that wants to believe bad stuff because it makes them feel good about themselves, that there'd be such ludicrous, ridiculously bad, dramatic things out there. I mean, why do you think reality TV even exists? The whole genre of reality TV is based on people behaving badly and people loving to watch that stupid shit, okay? I don't play that crap. I don't. I ignore it. I'm fully aware that there must be people out there saying crazy shit about me right now. I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm just here to play games and have fun every day. That's all I care about. So, Mocking Jaybird, you're actually not the first person who's come by and said stuff like this. Most people who do come by and legitimately watch the streams of the content end up liking it, you know? But the problem is a lot of people don't give it a shot. A lot of people will just hear a bunch of negative nonsense about me and say, well, that guy sounds like crap. I'm not going to watch his stuff. I'm just going to make fun of him and join in these memes. And, oh, people who steal his content to make out-of-context defamatory and slanderous videos that don't actually represent what I do on a daily basis, right? I've become a meme on the internet that it's fun to make fun of Phil. Even though it's not true, it's fun to make fun of him. And again, that's another big problem with YouTube, is that YouTube propagates and allows that crap, okay? It promotes it. It will promote a negative, defamatory, or slanderous video of me over my own content on their own website. That's why that business is falling apart and failing, because they've turned their website into automated drama and garbage, and no one has legitimate content anymore, okay? So that's why I like being on Twitch. Twitch doesn't put up with that shit. When people try to do that shit on Twitch to me, Twitch puts the hammer down and says, nope, sorry, we're not putting up with this kiddie drama shit. We want a website with quality content creators, not people stealing content to make slanderous shit. Get the hell out of here. All right? So, there you go. There's your answer, Mocking Jaybird. Thank you for the cheer, and I hope you enjoy the streams. You know, I hope that you hang out and you have fun. You realize that the streams are, you know, something of your enjoyment. And if not, you know what? At least you came by, you gave it a shot, and you know for yourself, right? At least you gave it a fair shot versus all of those thousands of people who just want to laugh at a fucking defamatory meme instead of actually giving it a look for themselves, you know? Intelligence versus, you know, immaturity. All right, shout out to CJ Euphoria, who has resubbed to the channel for the 19th month in a row. Thank you very much, CJ Euphoria, for the resub. Donald cheered again, and he says, it's a sequel to the first Mary Poppins. I don't know if it will be as good as the first one, but it's gonna have the same guy who sang Step in Time, Dick Van Dyke. Yeah, Dick Van Dyke's gonna be in it? Oh my god. Dick Van Dyke is so elderly at this point. Oh my god. Well, that'll be interesting. Alright, and Murdoch has resubbed for the 7th month in a row. Thank you very much, Murdoch, for your support. Let's actually now check out sub count. 1137. So we went up by 1 sub. That's nice. Thank you guys. Thanks to everyone who has cheered and subbed so far today. No tips yet, which is why I haven't updated the stream stats leaderboard with a top tip. But again, reminder, if you either are the top cheerer or top tipper today, I will give you credit by putting you up on the stream stats leaderboard. I also should mention, if you take a look at the top of the stream here, guys, that the cheering stuff for the week has updated, the cheering leaderboard. So, you know, this will give you a chance, if you want to get recognized here in the stream chat for being a cheerer, to jump in. Right now, I believe there's only like 4 or 5 people who cheered. Let's see. Right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 people who cheered, and there's a 4-way tie for 9th place. So, very easy to jump on the leaderboard there and get into the top rankings for the week. Thanks to anyone who contributes in any way. All right, I appreciate it, okay? All right, guys, so I think that's it. I think it's time to end the pre-stream, to jump back into Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and see what else we've got in store. If you remember, I just completed a challenge tomb. I just completed one of the optional challenge tombs at the end of the last stream, and I believe now we were going to head into a new area, but I think if I backtrack, because I now have fast travel has just unlocked, if I backtrack, I can go back to, I believe, another optional area that I couldn't go into before because I didn't have the pickaxe, but now I have it. So I guess we'll see. Shout out to Ada Wong, who just cheered and said, I have no idea how this cheering thing works, but here it goes. Well, congrats, Ada Wong. You got it right. Thank you for your, I guess that's your very first cheer. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Let's end the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Let's not end I almost said let's end the Shadow of the Tomb Raider playthrough. Let's end the pre-stream and resume the Shadow of the Tomb Raider playthrough. Okay, everyone? Thanks for your support, and let's begin. Here we go.